All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Halalyum Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so I just want to report on this real quick. I was getting ready to head out, to go exercise or whatever, to go work out, but I came across this, so I just had wanted to do this video real quick, all right, to update you on what's going on, man. All right, so it says right here, this is from US Today, and it says right here, it says Iran targets U.S. military base in Qatar. All right, days after nuclear sites bombed. All right, because if you know what's going on, man. All right, you got prophecy happening right now, man. You got the least of the flock shall draw them out. All right, now U.S. has entered the war, the Israel war with Iran, man. All right, you got the U.S. had bombed all three Iran's nuclear sites, man. So now Iran is retaliating. So we gonna see, we about to see what's getting ready to happen and what's gonna come of this. And I'm here to keep you informed, let you know what's popping, man. All right. So it says Iran targets U.S. military base in Qatar days after nuclear sites bombed. All right, Iran targeted a U.S. military base in Qatar on Monday in apparent response to U.S. strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities days earlier as tensions soared over the potential for a spiraling Mideast conflict. All right, Iran's military claimed it carried out a devastating and powerful missile attack on the Al Udeid U.S. military base in Doha, but Qatar said there were no casualties from the attack. Qatari officials said the nation reserves the right to respond directly and in accordance with international law after Iran struck the base. Keep reading. It says the White House and the Department of Defense were aware of and closely monitoring potential threats to the base. A senior White House official not authorized to speak publicly told USA Today. All right, Majid Al-Ansari, foreign affairs spokesman for Qatar, all right, issued a strong condemnation on the strike. We reassured that Qatar's air defenses successfully thwarted the attack and intercepted the Iranian missiles, the statement said. All right, the U.S. Ain al-Assad Air Base in Iraq had also activated its air defense system out of concern for a potential attack, military officials told Reuters. All right, it says the reports came as Israel stepped up airstrikes on Iran Monday, hitting several locations on Israeli defense minister described as regime targets. All right, in Tehran, including the notorious Evin prison and the internal security headquarters of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard. All right, it says the U.S. has remained the U.S. has remained on alert with its 40,000 troops in the region. All right, 2 days after President Donald Trump ordered the bombing of Fordow, a uranium enrichment facility deep inside a remote mountain in Iran, all right, and facilities at Natanz and Isfahan, all right. It says many world leaders, including those from UK, France, Germany, called for restraint and a return to the diplomatic table. The protesters in some U.S. cities, such as the nation's capital and New York, took to the streets to voice ardent opposition to intervention in Iran. All right. The extent of the damage to the Iranian nuclear site remains a question mark since there has been since there has so far been no independent assessment, the International Atomic Energy Agency, which is the main agency that assesses Iran's nuclear program, was holding an emergency meeting Monday. All right. So just to let you know what's going on, man. All right. So, you got Iran, retaliating on U.S. Air bases, man, in Qatar, bro. All right. So things are happening. Things are moving. Things are prophecies moving quick, man. All right, Yahweh Shai getting ready to crack that sky soon. All right, we don't know how much longer we got, but hey, man. All right, things is moving, man. Things is here, bro. Straight up. All right, it says, It says Trump is to meet with his national security team at 1 p.m. according to his public schedule. The meeting comes after the president raised the prospect of an Iranian regime change in a statement on his social media platform, Truth Social. Russian President Vladimir Putin hosted Iran's foreign minister in Moscow and told him there was no justification for U.S. bombing of Iran, which he described as unprovoked aggression, according to the Kremlin. All right, Putin added that Moscow is making efforts to assist the Iranian people, and that's also prophecy. All right, thou shalt be a guard unto them. All right, Russia is prophecy in Ezekiel 38 chapter that Russia is going to be a guard unto all their allied nations. All right, he's going to protect them and assist them in war, man. All right, so things is happening, bro. All right, and all this should even boost your faith up, man. These scriptures is real, bro. All right. Everything the true prophets and the true servants of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, all right, has been prophesying is coming to pass, man. All right, it says Iranian official Ibrahim, all right, warned that the U.S. should expect severe consequences. Woo. All right, and that's exactly what is going to happen. All right, eventually America is going to be wiped off the face of this earth by thermonuclear destruction. Babylon is going to be destroyed. All right, it says Mr. Trump, the gambler, you may start this war, but we will be the ones to end it. All right. Zulfiqari, all right, said in English in a video shared Monday. All right. So, yeah, man. All right. Just to let you know what's going on real quick. All right. It says Trump warns other countries not to supply nukes to Iran. Yeah, because I did a video on that yesterday. All right. Other countries are thinking about giving Iran nuclear missiles, man. All right, because it's prophecy that Iran is going to come with that great power in this third world war. So one way or another, whether it be by their own hand or another nation's hand, they're going to obtain that power, man, to fulfill prophecy. All right, it says Trump warned other countries Monday not to supply nuclear weapons on Iran in response to U.S. bombing, after a former Russian president suggested the option. All right. So yeah. It says the N-word, all right, should not be treated, all right, the N-word being nuclear, all right, the N-word should not be treated so casually, Trump said in a social media post referring to nuclear weapons, all right. Trump was referring to a social media post by Dmitry Medvedev, the former president of Russia, but questioned its accuracy. Medvedev post suggested a number of countries are ready to directly support Iran with their own nuclear warheads. All right, so just to keep you up to date, man. All right, that's why I did this video, just to keep you up to date, man. I went on my phone, I seen this, I said let me do a video real quick, you know. All right, so that's it, man. All right, just to keep y'all up to date, to let you know what's going on, man. All right, so on to the next one. Shalom.